The angry reaction of fans to Takakeisho's September playoff win has clearly reached the ears of Sumo's judges. Their chief, Sarugatake, said yesterday on Yokozuna Prospects, "We certainly don't want sidesteps, we want real Takakeisho Sumo. In the judging division, we've demanded a high score, which means we really can't comment on his chances until the very end." As for potential Ozeki promotions, the chief judge would not rest with Daieisho alone, saying, "I think the man's level pegging with Wakamoto Haru and Kotonowaka." Takakeisho himself ignored the swollen posse of reporters that crowded his stable today, that's Saturday, to watch him do just basic training. "If he's hurting, he's never going to tell me," said Master Tokiwayama. "We talk about his neck when eating together, but he never speaks of pain. I bet he's feeling tense right now, and I'll tell you what, so am I." For the second straight opening day, does Keisho face Hokuto Fuji, having lost their meeting in September. Asanoyama, as you may have heard, has joined the absentee list. "I really want in this time," he says, "even if it's just for the last few days. But that depends on the pain in my torn calf clearing up, and on the leg's overall condition improving." He's been signed off for 3 weeks for now, and is working through basic exercises, a routine he'll continue with throughout next week. "Having trained with intent to compete, it's a blow to pull out now, but I don't want to trigger a worse injury," he glumly said. This means he now has virtually zero chance of reclaiming Ozeki even within 3 years of his initial demotion. And just in the last few minutes it's been announced that Kiho will join him on the sidelines. And definitely for the entire tournament. Having tried to fight on broken left foot metatarsals for the best part of half a year, he finally underwent the surgeon's knife earlier this month. He might be out till March and beyond, which will drop him to Division 4, but he's vowed to get his salary back. Wakatakakage, though, is coming back, with a large supporter on his right knee. He went to Kisei Stable Base Camp last Tuesday for his first external training session since the ACL rupture, and tussled with visiting Tamanoi men Hatsuyama and To Shunryu. His first competitive bout in 233 days will take place tomorrow against Nishonoseki Stable's Kaio. Elsewhere, Shodai's junior Toki Hayate has gained bags of belief from locking horns with visiting top-tier men this week, including Ozeki Kirishima. "I could even beat them on occasion when getting into favoured stance," he says, "and I aim to secure that favoured stance in the tournament bouts ahead." He's the first man from Miyagi Prefecture to reach salaried level in 28 years, and is keen to impress the folks back home. Meanwhile, Hakuho student Ten Shoho is seeking a perfect set of winning scores for 2023. "September was 7/10 nerves and 3/10 fun," he told Sports Hochi. Hopefully second time round it will be half and half. He's keen to avoid a repeat of September when his crucial 8th win failed to come until the final day, and has worked on reacting at the ring's edge. Finally, local Kyushu man Meisei is determined to start November strongly by beating Daieisho, who leads him 14-4. "If I don't start beating the men above, I can't even see where promotion will come from. If I can open up with my signature moves, my body will get in the groove," he said. "Well, I can't believe it's already 1 year since this. My last trip to Fukuoka, with news displayed on the bullet train screen that could well have been yesterday's. Teruno Fuji out." In these days of internet journalism, I'm one of the few who can say, I'll be sad not to be there, as I miss the city. You grow quite attached to these places when you're forced to call them home for 2 weeks. But there's no point hankering after the past. On we go with the present. To those of you alarmed by my setting up of a Patreon, I hope you've been reassured by recent weeks. 16 YouTube pieces in 24 days, reporting all the news and scandals from the Japanese sumo press. My commitment to YouTube, I'm sure you can see, remains strong. My Patreon contains none of those reports, and is focused simply on niche content and unique footage of the stuff the media overlooks. No tournament coverage on either for now, which I'm really sorry about, but the will to do it is still there, so never say never.